Hello everybody, we're getting ready to do lesson 8.3 for Algebra 1 Math, Part 1. It's finding special products of polynomials. Email me here if you need anything here on this page. If you need online tutoring, I use a virtual whiteboard and it really works out great. Okay, 8.3, find special products of polynomials, Part 1. Here is your standard. And we got a 38-point skill sheet, and we got a 0-point note-taking. So there's no notes on this lesson, part 1. Okay, teachers, here is your bell work today. Write a polynomial that represents total area of the pool and the walkway. So, okay, students, I give you 5 minutes for that, 6 minutes max. Okay, welcome back. We got our solution here for this area problem equals length times width, x plus 40. We got x here plus 40, and then 2x plus 20, so we have x here, and then we have x here, and then we have 20. So we have 2x's plus 20. Then we multiply these together, and then we get this trinomial here that models our area of the pool area. Okay. 8.3, find special products of polynomials. You multiply polynomials, you would use special product patterns to multiply polynomials. This one version of a pattern called the square of a binomial. This is one version, okay? To find another version of this pattern, use algebra. Replace b with negative b, so we have this situation here. A plus a negative b squared equals a squared plus 2a negative b plus negative b squared. Replace b with negative b in the pattern above. So what's this? This becomes this here, actually. The difference of a square will yield this trinomial here, this pattern here. A minus b squared will yield this. That's really all they're saying. And this is on your class worksheet page. Okay, square of a binomial pattern. What do we got here? We got a plus b squared equals a squared plus 2ab plus b squared equals x plus 5 squared. Here's an example here. So we have a sum here of a square, and it gives us this pattern here, a squared. So we have x squared plus 2ab. 2ab would be 10x, and then b squared would be 25. So it follows this pattern of this coming from this. This is the very first manifestation. This is the expansion of this, and then you plug in these members here into your pattern, and you get this for that one. And then a minus b squared equals a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. This is the pattern that a difference of a square will produce. Here's a difference of a square here, so we plug in 2x squared minus 2ab, so it'll be minus 2 times ab, it'll be 12x plus b squared would be 9. So that would be the situation, and that's what we get here. So we can use these patterns to plug in what we do know from our binomial to come up with this here. Okay, what do we got here? We got example 1. Use the square of a binomial pattern, find the product. So here's our square of a binomial. We have a sum of a square. So what's our pattern for that? We have a square of a binomial pattern. So we have a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. This is what our pattern is. And then we multiply through, and then we combine like terms. Well, there won't be any. It'll just be this, 3x squared plus 24x plus 16. That would be the yield of this up here. Okay, then we have a difference of a square, 5x minus 2y. What's our pattern from a difference of a square? It's a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. That's our pattern. And then we just do our math here, and we get 25x squared. And then 2 times 2 is 4y times 5x will be minus 20xy plus 2y squared be 4y squared. That follows our pattern for a difference of a square up here. Okay, our first guided practice. Students, this is yours. Do that. We're going to do this. Find a product. Looks like a sum of a square. So a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. That's our pattern. And then a plus b squared. And then this is our trinomial from this. Yep. Exactly. What's this? This would be 6x. Okay, sum and difference pattern. Define the product x plus 2 multiplied by x minus 2. You can multiply the two binomials using the FOIL pattern. Here's our FOIL. First, outer, inner, and then last. That's your FOIL. Here it is here, fleshed out, x squared minus 2x plus 2x minus 4. We use the FOIL pattern here. That's what we get. And then when we combine like terms here, we get x squared minus 4. Combine like terms. And then this is just a pattern for the product of the sum and difference of two terms, doesn't it? It does. So sum and difference of a pattern, algebra, example. So here is a sum and difference equals a squared minus b squared. This would be the pattern that comes from this. You have a squared minus b squared. There's no middle term here. So x plus 3 times x minus 3, so it'll be a squared minus b squared. So it'll be x squared minus 3 squared would be 9, wouldn't it? So x squared minus 9. That'll be using this pattern here. This is a shortcut for when you see this kind of stuff like on an SAT something, you know immediately what it's going to be if you know the patterns here. Okay, so example 2, find a product. So we have a difference here of two binomials. We know the pattern, t squared minus 5 squared, right? It's a squared minus b squared, a squared minus b squared. So it would be t squared minus 25. We got a second one here. We have a sum here. We have a sum and a difference now of 2, and we know that, don't we? It'd be a squared minus b squared. So what's a squared minus b squared? 3x squared minus y squared would be 9x squared minus y squared. That would be it. You just looking at it, you know immediately what it is. When you're in a high-stake testing, this is stuff's really important for that. Okay, our next guided practice here. X plus 10 and x minus 10. Students, this is yours. Use your what we learned. Okay, so x plus 10, x minus 10. So a plus b, a minus b, a squared minus b squared. And that is x squared minus 10 squared, which is x squared minus 100. So that would be that. Okay, that is 8.3. And that's part 1. Part 2 and 3 are available here. Everything else is available here. Thank you very much.